Actually, I forgot a pothos. You're gonna have to cut that, G. This one! I forgot this one. It's the prettiest one. Hi, and welcome back. Today's video is about my favorite plants, which is the pothos. I've talked about it a little bit in my plant tour, but I wanted to go back into detail just to explain why it's my favorite. So it's my favorite plant because it's really easy plants and really grateful plants. For beginners, I think it's really great because when you start, you want your plants first of all to survive and then to grow. If something happened, you feel really proud of yourself and you know, it's not boring. The growth is all year long, even the winter. So stuff are still happening. It's also really easy to propagate and even in the winter, really easily. This full baby, I've put only six leaves, not even like full stem, and it has grown so much. You don't have to wait spring to have things happening. So that's why I think it's great for beginners, because when you start, you wanna feel proud of yourself, and then when you see that it works, if you give it the proper care, but it's not hard if you basically know how to water your plants, then you want to buy other plants because you're like, oh wow, it's working, it's not dying, and I'm actually being successful taking care of them. I have a few different ones. The silver pothos, I bought those ones and I divided the plant to have two. I have my pothos aureum, the first one I bought it so tiny. 2 months later, it was already so long and like hanging. It's really nice. And I bought the golden pothos, which I just separated the big plant to have two. I haven't propagated yet. So for the care, it's really basic. You water when the soil is dry and you water good. That's why I left it into the plastic pots, because it means I can bring it to the bathroom and soak it. Really, you need to go all over, and then I'll let the water drip for like 30 minutes and then put it back to his either nice pots or my shelf. If it's not near a lot of light and it doesn't have a ton of evaporation, maybe once a week and a half. Golden pothos, same. Silver pothos, same. If you have some leaf that goes crispy, it's because there is not enough humidity. You can spray them during the once a day or once every 2 days with a mister, and it will like that. This one doesn't like to be misted because it's silverish and silver looking and also velvety touch. For the rest, the golden pothos and the aureum, if you don't want to lose the variegation, you should fertilize it or put more light if you think it's reversing. The reason why I think it's also a great plant is because it looks really nice dropping. I love plants that are hanging, dropping. Philodendron Pothos. Actually, I forgot a pothos. This one. I forgot this one. It's the prettiest one. I should not have forgot this one. It's the Marble Queen. It is growing like crazy. I bought it really crispy and actually, yeah, not brownish, not doing good. And I have a ton of new leaves. So it's gonna drop as it grows because it's with the weight. And it's gonna be really nice. So I think when you have a tiny space and you have to, don't play with this. And you have to decor it or hang plants because you don't have a ton of space, you should buy a pothos. Still playing with this stuff. Yeah, so I think it's really nice plant because it's really pretty. It hangs. It's really nice. Yeah, favorite plant ever. Now for the propagating part, I'm going to show you how I do it. Really easy. You have two ways, like in that tiny baby silver pothos. You can cut a long stem, so the plant you have, if it roots, you'll have a cascading plants. Or you can do tiny leaves, so it makes the base look fuller. For this one, I've chosen to do both because it's nice. The plant is full and it starts cascading already, even though it's a baby plant. The thing is, if you choose, like I'm showing you on the mother plant, to do a full stem, you need to cut below a node and you will only have one stem that is ready to be repotted for your new plants. But if you choose to do the leaves, like I'm showing you right now, cutting each part of the node, for example, on this stem, you will have 4 new baby leaves. I'm showing you right now, I actually cut other long stem that I'm waiting on them to root. And if they do, they will be like this philodendron one that I'm showing you for an example. It will be like that white root shooting out. When they do, I will repot them into my baby plants, so I'll have a fuller base, but also some stem that are already cascading. This one, for example, I only choose to do leaves. I wanted to have a really full one, whereas this Pothos cerevium, I did both. For this, you need to take a sharp object. What I advise you is to put some alcohol in it to disinfect it, just in case you've used this in the past into another plant, and let's say this plant has some pest infection or some egg from an insect or a mushroom maybe. You don't want to give this to your new plants. You need something sharp though, so you do not damage the stem and you do a really neat cut. I'm showing you right now how to do this one. You need to cut below a node. The node is where the leaves are coming out of the stem, and there's also already a tiny aerial root. You need to cut clean and really neat, which was not the case here. I think mine is not sharp anymore. But this is the part that's going to go into water, so the root will pop out of this part. So you need to remove the leaves, because if you put the leaf into water, it will just rot. I've chosen a packed container to propagate because I've seen in the past that roots grow out better if the container is opaque. Right now I'm showing you how to do just the leaves. So I'll cut each side of the nod, and it was not really neat. I kind of, damaged the stem, so I'm recutting it neater. And then you put it right back into water. What I'm showing you right now is that it is better to choose a really healthy leaves to do this. The one I've chosen actually for the video is not that healthy. I've discovered right after. It's a little bit damaged. The root grows better if you choose healthy leaves. But we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned more about my favorite plant, and I'll see you in the next video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want more videos, you can also subscribe to my channel. Bye!